everybody, welcome to my channel. In this video I want to talk about the states that provide licensure to foreign trained dentists who only completed specialty programs, and that's a very popular question because it's actually kind of hard to find out. Let me tell you how difficult it was to make this video. I have a little story before I started getting into the states, which is actually very important and relevant to the video, and it probably is a main takeaway of this video. So I tried to find out, to prepare for this video, what states actually do provide licensure to foreign trained dentists. What did I do? I googled it. What would you do? I found some websites that provided some lists about states that they claim provided the specialty licenses, and I was like, okay, let me just verify it. And I went to the websites of the boards of specific states that were mentioned and tried to read the legislatures, which is a difficult word and difficult document to read. I could not verify a lot of the states that were mentioned. There were nothing said about licensure for foreign trained dentists in those documents. So I started going to every single state's board website and trying to find out what they said about licensure for specialty programs and foreign trained dentists in general. Found some states, and I made a list of states that I can actually personally verify, but the gist of the story is always verified by yourself. You do not want to be a person who thinks that the states provide the licensure, go ahead and complete a program and find out later that they actually don't. So find out yourself. The best way to find out is to go personally on their website or call and talk to a person there to find out if they actually would give you a license based on what you graduated. So after all that said, after we provided this disclaimer, let's get right into the state. So I have my computer in front of me because it's a long list, and I want to start with the state of Colorado, which is a common misconception state. It's been mentioned on a few lists that I saw that said that they do provide a license to people who are graduates of specialty programs only. I could not find anything that said that on their website. And also my personal story, my friend actually called them and they said no. She has a specialty degree from Tufts, and they said you have to have a DDS degree from an accredited dental school in the United States, so they would not provide a license to her. If you have a license in Colorado and you only completed a specialty program, let me know. I would like to verify that information too, but as of their website, none of that is mentioned. I will read you what it says. Needs to be a graduate of dental school or college that at the time of applicant's graduation was accredited. What does that mean? Accredited by whom? They have no specification. Second state I want to mention is Connecticut. And Connecticut does not actually provide a license, and they do mention that graduate from a dental school accredited or recognized by American Dental Association. So that's their requirement. But they have a specific link for foreign trained dentists, and I thought it was interesting because they actually mentioned foreign trained dentists. And I will provide that link down below, and I also will provide this list on my website so you can read it by yourself. Successfully completed not less than 2 years of graduate dental training as a resident dentist in a program accredited by Commission of Dental Accreditation. As a resident dentist, does it mean a specialty program? To me, it sounds like it does. Basically, maybe they do. Again, try to figure it out. This is what their website says, and I provide a link down below. Next state I want to mention is Florida, which is the foreign trained dentist haven. They actually provide a good opportunity for foreign trained dentists. They provide a licensure after a specialty program for sure. They have a specialty program in their University of Florida that you can apply to. They have both actually. They have advanced standing and the specialty program of like a general residency, which is 2 years. So basically to get a license in Florida, you need 2 years of a specialty program. So they're one of those states. Next state I want to mention is Illinois. They also have a very good state for foreign trained dentists. They do provide you a license after 2 years of clinical training in the school in which the applicant met the same level of scientific knowledge and clinical competence as all graduates from that school or college. So I assume they don't specifically require a degree from a specialty program, but you do need to prove that you went to at least 2 years of dental school in the United States, and they don't specify if it needs to be a specialty or just advanced standing. Another state I want to mention is Michigan. Michigan also mentions on their website that they need 2 years a specialty or advanced standing that leads to a degree. So they specify that you need to either have a specialty degree or you have to have a DDS or DMD degree. Another state I want to mention is Minnesota, and Minnesota, it requires no further education for foreign trained dentists. So technically, you can go to Minnesota and you can get yourself a license. But there are a lot of requirements there, and I think I need a special separate video in Minnesota because there are a lot of things that people don't understand about their licensure, and there are a lot of questions about it. So Minnesota is quite complicated, but they do allow you to get a license after either just going there and getting it. You don't need any further education, or you may receive it as a specialty, or you may receive it after completing any foreign trained dentist program in the US. Another state I want to mention is Ohio, and they require a completed of dental residency program, and they do not mention how many years it should be. So I assume if it's 1 year GPR, general practice residency, or a GD program, it would also apply here. So that's a good state as well. Another state, the next one, I'm not counting that, probably should, is Oregon. And Oregon is actually interesting because they specifically mention foreign trained dentists in their legislation. So I want to actually quote it, and it will be up to you to understand what that means. So they say Oregon State Board mentions foreign trained graduates of dental programs may apply for the dental licensure examination, providing the applicant meets the board's requirements by rule, as will reasonably assure that an applicant's training and education are sufficient for licensure. What does that mean? I can't tell you. This is what these documents are like. It's just you have to read it like that and try to figure out what they mean by that. That is why I always say call and make somebody explain what they mean by all this writing. But this is what the website says. I literally quoted it. I wrote it down in my Word document here. So take it as it is. They mentioned foreign trained dentists, so I thought I should mention Oregon here. Another state I want to mention is Texas, and Texas is well known for their own accreditation program. They have a very specific board, and they do allow licensure after just specialty programs, but they do list specific specialty programs that you can apply. You can get a licensure after completing. So only recognized specialties can get a licensure in Texas. At least 2 years. So you need at least 2 years of training in a specialty program, so you cannot be a general practitioner in Texas. You have to have a specialty. Another state that I am actually personally very proud of, because this state has not been mentioned in any of the lists that I saw online. So this state is Vermont, and they specifically, very specifically mentioned that they do provide licensure to foreign trained dentists who completed only a specialty program. And for some reason, I have never seen it anywhere on the internet. No websites ever mentioned it. So let me read exactly what Vermont says. Program of foreign dental training and a postgraduate program accredited by the Commission of Dental Accreditation and American Dental Association that is acceptable to the board. That is basically what they're saying here, is that you need to complete a specialty program and we'll give you a license. That is exactly one of the states that will be very good and very helpful for people who graduate like a ton of New England schools. There's a lot of dental schools in Boston and in Maine. There's basically nowhere to go to find a state that would provide you a licensure in the area, and Vermont is the only one, and for some reason it's never mentioned. So Vermont is a very important state for people in New England. Hello friends. So next state I want to mention is Virginia. Virginia is very flexible. So Virginia provides a license to people who have only completed 1 year of schooling, so you can apply there with just a GD program. So that will be the fastest track for people who don't care which state to live. Virginia is a good state, so you can actually get yourself a license after just 1 year of education in the United States. Next state I want to mention is Wisconsin, and Wisconsin also has a little weird wording on their website, so they do mention foreign dentists specifically. So let me read you what they said. Aside of course, graduating your own school and completing all the requirements they need, they say the evidence of one of the following. So they need one of the things they list here. Verification of having been awarded DDS or DMD degree from an accredited dental school, 1, or verification of having received a dental diploma, degree, or certificate from a full-time undergraduate supplemental dental education program of at least 2 academic years at an accredited dental school. I assume that means a residency program. That is a very weird way to word it. I don't understand what undergraduate supplemental dental education mean. So these are all of the states that I have listed. Let me count them to tell you how many exactly I have. So altogether, I found 10 states that provide a license to foreign trained dentists that I can actually verify, that I can actually say, yes, they do. And I saw some some proof to that, because all the lists that I find online just list the states and there's no other specification about what exactly do you need to do to get it. So again, I always encourage you to call the licensing board yourself to find out for sure, or to go to their websites yourself and try to figure out the information you see. And it's a very important decision to find which state you want to move into, so it's very important that you actually take it seriously. So if you received a license in one of the states that I didn't mention, or you know something more specific about those states, I would be very happy if you provided me with this information, because I would like to update this list and keep it very exact. You know, I will post this list on my website, and check the link down below. I will definitely link it. I will either post it as you're watching this video, you can go check it out, or later, but definitely go see if it's there and provide me information that you have. So let's kind of keep it as a shared resource for everybody. Well, thank you for watching this video, you guys. I hope you find it helpful. It was very difficult for me to film, and I'm very glad I did it, because I get asked this question a lot. And another thing I wanted to say is I would like to make a Q&A for you guys. I have a lot of questions asked all the time, so if you have any questions for me, personal or not personal, education, career related, anything you have to ask me, leave it down below in the comments, and if I have about 10 questions, I'll film a Q&A video for you. So this is everything I had to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful, and have a good day.